If you ever thought of leaving America and living abroad full time, this video is for you. I wish somebody would have told me these things before I made my move about 9 months ago to Albania. Can you believe it's been 9 months? I sure can't. Before y'all start, no, your girl is not showing up on camera in this video, but you should still watch because there's a lot of important information because I'm doing the best I can with what I got and I'm having a hair emergency. Y'all, please, grace. Anyway, let's get into this video. I'm going to be breaking down what you need to know before you leave America and start your adventure abroad. This will apply to anywhere you're going, whether it's in Europe, Asia, Latin America, or anywhere in between. So you 1000% should keep your US number when you move abroad, mainly for bank verifications, two-factor authentication, and important messages. If you need to call somebody with a US number, potentially, you should do that. I recommend Google Fi for this purpose. You can get like the cheapest plan and only pay for what you use. But for your actual day-to-day calls, text, and data, you need something affordable and reliable wherever you are. That's why before you leave the US, you should definitely set up your phone plan, and I recommend doing it with today's sponsor, 𝐴irlo. 𝐴irlo is the app that lets you download a digital eSIM straight to your phone. No physical SIM cards, no airport lines, and no surprise roaming fees. As you guys know, I moved to Albania about a year ago, and an eSIM is essential for any digital nomad. With 𝐴irlo's Discover Plus eSIM, you get calls, text, and data that work in over 200 countries and regions. No physical SIM cards, no airport lines. 𝐴irlo offers eSIMs for 200 plus countries overall. Discover Plus specifically connects in 137 countries with call, text, and data from one number, and you install it once for up to 365 days. Here's how to set it up. Download the free 𝐴irlo app using the link in the description and use my code LadyWhoTravels for $3 off your first Discover Plus eSIM. Pick your plan, local, regional, or global. If you're hopping between countries, choose Discover Plus for call, text, and data across 137 countries. Install it on Wi-Fi before you go. Then when you arrive, just switch it on and you're connected instantly, ready to go anywhere in the world from the moment you land. If you're moving abroad or just traveling, 𝐴irlo keeps you connected from day one. Download the 𝐴irlo app and use code LadyWhoTravels for $3 off your first Discover Plus eSIM. Link is in the description. Now, let's get back into the video. Please make sure you have all of your important documents. That's your social security card, your birth certificate, more into those later. But I'm specifically talking about my Americans for our driver's license. Get that real ID, honey. I know it's a pain, and I have to go back to America earlier than expected so I can get my real ID. Because if I don't get my driver's license renewed, I'm gonna have to retake the test. And I don't know if you've heard about it, but here in Albania, it's like a real thing. People like take 3 months off work to figure out how to get the driver's license. Nobody has time for that, honey. And frankly speaking, if they made me take it again, only God knows if I'm gonna pass that first time. So take yourself down there and renew that driver's license, renew your passport, try to get the one with the extra amount of pages. Renewing anything abroad takes much longer, and the more people who are interested in leaving the country, the wait times are just going to get longer and longer. So do yourself a favor and get that done before you leave America. I also recommend getting your international driver's permit. So it lasts 1 year. So I know you might be thinking, why would I get it? But if you get it while you're in America, you can get it at any AAA. It costs like $20 and you bring your passport photos, or you can get them done there. It works for so many countries, and some countries require you to have it for you to rent a car. And I know you might be thinking, well, does that mean I have to go back home every single year in order to renew it? No, they actually just came out with a new option where you can renew it via mail if you're already abroad. So make sure to get that before heading out of the country. This next thing, nobody has even told me about. I didn't even know it was a thing until I moved abroad. And honestly, all these other videos that you're seeing, the girls don't talk about this because they never gotten to that stage yet, because y'all are getting advice from people who have only lived on tourist visas. But if you're actually applying for a visa, you're probably going to run into needing this next thing, which is Apostille Documents. Depending on the country that you're applying for, the visa, you may need an apostille, which is basically an official certification for your documents so that they're valid overseas. So you can get this for your birth certificate, your marriage license, or even diplomas. Can require this for visas, residency, or work permits. So if you're planning on living long-term abroad or becoming a digital nomad, getting a few key documents apostille before you leave will save you so much stress later. You can do this. It depends on the state that you're in, but for the most part, you go to the Vital Checks website and you'll be able to order them to your home. Absolute non-negotiable when moving abroad is having health and travel insurance. Things happen and you need to be prepared. So I recommend making sure you have a way to take care of yourself while you're abroad. I recommend Safety Wing. It's very popular among digital nomads and works for a ton of countries. It's flexible and affordable. I also recommend Aliens, which I don't hear a lot of people talk about. They have yearly plans, which I think is really good for those who are on a budget. And that's the one that I've had for quite a while. It also helps with medical evacuation, as well as if there's flight delays, lost luggage, medical emergencies. You don't want to be stuck without coverage. And it's also a great time to go see what coverage your credit card might have. But keep in mind, card benefits that you have, whether it's for your rental car, for medical, only apply if you book on that credit card. So you can't book like in cash and then expect your credit card to cover you. So just keep that in mind. I feel like people always miss that part. Now, this next one is highly overlooked but extremely important, and I don't want to be a downer, but it's something that you need to think about if you're considering moving abroad and making this a long-term thing. You need to make sure you have a death plan. I know it might sound morbid, but it is important. Who would be the one to handle your belongings if you were to pass away? Who is your power of attorney? Who is the one that would be notified? I think that if you make any friends while you're abroad, you should be telling people back home who you trust, who they are, what their numbers are. Of course, get their consent because you never know what can happen to you. And with the time zone differences and everybody being in their own world, you want to make sure that your affairs are in order and everything can be taken care of as you want it to. So that means getting a will. I don't care if you only own a hair tie. Put it in the will. Have a power of attorney. Have a course of action. Have death benefit and communicate that with your loved ones or people you have back home. Take care of yourself because you never know what could happen. It's important. The last tip I have for you guys is to make sure that you have your mailing set up. I know I've been getting questions about mailing, like receiving mail in Albania because, ooh, girl, that's tea right there. I am going to be doing a 1-year review video for my time here in Albania. Make sure to let me know in the comments below what questions you have. I already know, let me just say this. I'm already going to talk about what it's like being Black here. Spoiler alert, it's fine. I've had a great experience. But if there's any other questions, please let me know in the comments below. And I will make sure to include it in the year wrap-up video. But as far as mailing is concerned, I recommend getting a virtual mailbox. Many sites that have virtual mailbox services, just a few on the screen that you guys can choose from. And you order like normal and put the address that they give you in the box and they will collect your package for you and ship it to you wherever you are in the world. And there's some that you can do as a subscription service. I have done it a few times and you can do it like a one-time thing. And I just like to bulk order things to that address and then have it shipped to me. And it works pretty well. I will say the forwarding part can be a bit expensive, but I don't receive regular mail there. I still have an address back home where I send my regular mail to. Luckily, I don't get too many of those, but there are some things that require US address. That's always good to have a friend back home who will assist you in having that. And there's also virtual mailbox services that will scan your mail so you can view it online. So with that, these are all the things that I wish I would have known before leaving the US. I hope that this video has helped you guys. If you have any more questions, make sure to leave it below. If you've already moved abroad and you're like, ugh, I wish I would have known this, put it in the comments so help the girls out. And if you need assistance in moving abroad, whether you are thinking of moving to Albania or you just want more of a one-on-one approach, make sure to book a one-on-one with me. My calendar is open for the month of August. I would love to help you on your journey. I've already spoken with a few of you guys and even met a few of you guys in person who booked one-on-ones. That was so nice to meet you. And stay tuned for more videos. My name's Abigail, and you're watching The Lady Who Travels. Bye.